first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss. Another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go play action. Mariota, he'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Mariota now on 2nd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they run with Mixon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Over.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Now Mariota dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for the Jets. 42 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw is Mariota. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now. Mariota. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, it's Murray. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Third and goal. Mariota being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Mixon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz. A great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was
rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. So this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Throwing is Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just get the play off. Now Mariota forced out to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Well, give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll send Ginn in motion left. The play clock's running down. They'll run the counter with Murray. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right near midfield. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report.
And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 30, 20, 10, and can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Mariota to throw. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. toss to Murray. And he's got room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They go back to Murray on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So it'll be first down here after the run. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now a give. This is Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Now they'll run. Murray. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Funches has it complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jets, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, They dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.